what it amounts to basically is a insistence that in their view, Taiwan is a self-governing state, and that any changes to Taiwan's political status quo, be a change in relation with China and other things, will need to go through a democratic process involving the will of the Taiwanese people. On that regard, he's trying to send a gesture that Taiwan is confident and that it will not be intimidated by Chinese pressure or coercion. I think for many other external audiences who are less familiar with the issue, I think their preference is probably for this topic to be handled somewhat differently. So I imagine the primary audience here is both Taiwanese domestic audience as well as to Beijing. Domestically, it shows that Taiwan's government is committed to Taiwan's continued self-defense and self-governance. And to Beijing, Taiwan is trying to say that whatever Beijing may want to do with Taiwan, Beijing will be approaching any such dialogue with Beijing from a position of confidence rather than throw the hands up and go through capitulation or other arrangements. So I think in that sense, cross-strait, and it's a strong signal to Beijing as well. So obviously we need to wait until opinion poll numbers come out with a particularly scientific analysis of this particular issue. But I think in general though, if you look at the same opinion poll that Taiwan's various university institutions have been doing over the last 30 years or so, one thing is clearly emerging, and that thing is that there is very little support inside Taiwan for unification with China. Usually numbers for the support unification with China hover somewhere in the teens, maybe 10-50%. And in terms of people who actually feel that they are Chinese on an emotional level, we are talking about single digits here. So I think appetite from Taiwanese people towards a close arrangement with China is not very strong at the moment, to say the very least. Yeah, so Beijing, I think it's playing a two-level chess here when it comes to Taiwan issue and Japan specifically. China, we know, has been coming out of a more stronger position vis-a-vis Japan, for sure. What it does is that it plays well domestically in terms of nationalist Chinese audience. It's good for building up regime support legitimacy at a time when China's economy seems to be not having the best time. Internationally, also, I think China, by posturing a more harder position on Japan, what China is trying to do is to deter other Japanese leaders and politicians from touching the Taiwan issue at all. So that's why I think you are seeing all this tension between China and Japan. And then you are seeing China also last night trying to enlist American president support in perhaps providing some kind of third-party mediation that allows China and Japan to find off-ramp from this tension. Meanwhile, both sides get to hold on to their existing positions.